everybody. Welcome to the Bay Area Sports Night with Mauricio Stillman Part 2. Shout out to Austin Wells. We'll do it again next week. It was fun this week. Let's do it again next week. Eagles and the Giants, they all tied 7 apiece in first quarter and has been postponed and delayed. Wait till we're going to return. We'll come back. We'll turn for a second back to the game. We're going for second quarter, halftime, third quarter, fourth quarter. That's all kind of great stuff. At that sometime as well. I mean, sometime, and then sometimes I maybe. Wow.
Oh, man.
I mean, you didn't say what you were drinking, right? Like, I mean, you could have been having Kool-Aid or Hawaiian
That's right.
Punch. Yeah, you're drinking. Everybody has to drink.
I'm pretty sure it's understood.
For a 10-year-old, though? I don't know if a 10-year-old understands
10-year-old.
that.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
10-year-old.
Like, if I go to the other room.
Better be understood.
Yeah, if I go to the other room, and I'm like, we're talking about drinking right now, I think their first response would be drinking wine.
Right.
Boy.
You
Yeah.
know what?
Don't you think?
I don't think that would be the question of my
No.
That says more about me than anything else. And that's all right.
You've got advanced children, Rod.
Well,
Children are very advanced.
I have advanced liver problems. That's what the issue is. You get to the point where you just tell your kids, "Hey, I need a beer. Can you grab me one?" Cool. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. I don't feel bold enough to pull that off because I, like most intelligent men, have a reasonable fear of my wife. And I think I might be pushing it a little too much if I tell my oldest little homie to go crack your old man a beer. But that day is coming up. It's going to happen.
What is? I'd like to know what age is it. When is that coming? Because we got one that's much older than your oldest. Like once they're teenagers, can we do that?
Oh man, I can't wait till they're 13. I mean, damn.
Yeah, that's what we got. We got 13.
I'm a presidential election away from that happening. So no, I need it to be within the next couple of years. I just don't know. I mean, because he's still, he's still the baby, even though he's the oldest. I just don't know if I should corrupt him in my wife's eyes by having him be, my personal bartender. So it's coming soon. I just don't think I should do it.
I wasn't thinking about like if we were sitting next to each other. It was more like if you're already there. Like if you're over there getting a Go-Gurt, could you go to the top shelf and get a beer for me since you're already there?
You got to develop a system now. My uncle in Chicago, my late Uncle Art, used to have a dog named Snooper. And Snooper would...
I already love this story. My old Uncle Art and his dog Snooper. Like
my old Uncle Art and
his dog Snooper.
Uncle Art was a big Chicago fan, big Chicago Cubs fan. He would walk, and he worked nights, so he would have a few pops in the summertime. And he would say, "Hey, Snooper, get me a beer." Well, Snooper knew that meant run to the fridge. You pulled on a rope. There was a cowbell that kind of shook, and then there was a beer. The door would open. A beer would fall out. He'd put it in his teeth. He'd bring it over and give him a little treat. Snooper could do this, and this was the summer of '77. So I mean, dogs have been
Man's best friend.
I love it, man. That's good stuff right there.
I think my wife would be more mortified if I got the dog. If I taught the dog how to buy beer than it would if my oldest brought me a beer. I honestly believe that.
You know what you should do? Like, you probably you drink mixed drinks and stuff, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what you need to do is get one of those little barrels, like they put around the St. Bernards, and just put that around your dog's neck, and then call
Don't give me no ideas, Tom.
Yeah, and then drain it into a little cup and have him go. Just carry that thing around.
St. Bernard barrel.
Yeah, write it down.
Yeah.
No, looking it up. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
I can look it up.
Wooden barrel around the neck. Yeah, that'd be good stuff right there.
those dogs that go out and save people in the snow.
Well, I told you guys that we had a
You
guy.
sure as hell can get them online. Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Merry Christmas to me.
I mean, I don't know if you have a problem with that, but I think it's super cool. Although my buddy did, not my buddy, but I've told this story before, my neighbor lived, 3 doors down. So he's 3 doors down from us. And he would come and hang out with my dad. Dad's out in the front yard or out in the garage fixing whatever Dad's doing. Dad was always doing something in there, fixing
What's he
the car.
doing out there?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he'd always ask me to help, and he'd go, "Just get out of here." Because I was brutal. What do you need? 7 days? What's 7 days? Just go shoot hoop. So I'd just go shoot hoop, and everybody come over, and they'd help him, and they'd mess around. I didn't think about back then because I wasn't old enough, but I should have realized he had a little bit of an issue when he came 3 doors down and brought a cooler full of beer, like a little mini cooler, 6 beers, and then put 1 each in his back pocket. And I should have thought at that point, really? You need a damn cooler and 2 in the pocket while you're coming down there? And my dad may have 1. My dad didn't drink a whole lot. He drank beer occasionally. But mostly at the end there, he drank like wine coolers and stuff like that. He wasn't a huge beer guy, but this guy, I was like, wow, all right, yeah, do you? 7 beers just to come down and visit somebody, messing around with the car in the garage. Now that I think back on it, that should have been a sign. That should have been a sign.
A sign of intelligence.
No, not the 7 beers.
Okay.
No, the fact that he drank a Budweiser was a sign that it wasn't intelligence, okay? But there wasn't a lot of options back then. Back then, your options were very, your Coors, your Millers, your Budweisers, your Schlitz, maybe I don't even know. I think Michelob might have been around, but boy, if you like beer now, you should be happy you live in today's age because beer is incredible now. But God, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, people used to drive 50, 60 miles to get Coors back down in the South. It's Coors.
One of the greatest movies of all time was based on 2 men's desire to have some Coors.
Yeah,
Smoking the Bandit.
Good idea. Knbr.
That's right.
Drive all the way up to the mountains to get that Coors.
I was like, wow, okay. Ooh, it's Coors, Rocky Mountain. Sam Elliott doing the commercials. Oh, it must be good.
Look at the waterfall on the label. You know it's good.
Yeah.
And if it's blue, you know it's ready to be drank.
That's right. That's right. Because you can't just feel it.
Yeah.
You can't just touch it and go, oh, that's cold. You need a blue mountain. It's not blue yet. I don't know.
Hey, guys.
Touch it.
Guys, you may want to sit down for this. Albert Breer is reporting, and this may light the lines for the rest of the night.
No.
Everybody talks, of course, about Budweiser and Schlitz.
Lucky Lager.
Walker.
Of SI is reporting that the 49ers have made Dante Pettis available ahead of the November 3rd trade deadline.
Oh, that'll drive the lines. Your show's good, Mark.
Wow.
Dante Pettis is available.
Hang on.
Dream up your dream trade. Mark wants to hear it next. 808 Knbr.
Don't ask me what's coming up, Tom, because now I don't know. I've got
Whatever your now
it's
settled.
Yeah, hang on. I got to rework the whole
show
damn
needs to be
thing
reworked.
now.
Available for what? Bar mitzvahs? Weddings? What, is he DJing parties? Available
How about
for
a 2084-7?
Time? 7th round pick, well after we're all dead. Sold.
Maybe they'll get back that 2022 7th or 6th that they just gave the Jets.
I want to ask a question if we talk about that. Unfortunately, are you kidding me? No concert. Maybe we'll return in 2022. We'll see. We'll see. What are they going on tonight? We're going. No concert.
Dante Pettis for Bobby Shamsamal.
All right. How about for John Maynard? That sounds pretty good. Sure, I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
They're getting
What are
Henry
you
Ellard.
offering?
They're getting Henry Ellard.
What are you offering? Because the answer is yes.
Ernest Givens. I'll take Ernest Givens.
That's the thing. You just never know, and it never seemed like he loved football. It just never seemed like that. And that's the thing you never know about these guys when you're drafting them. Does this guy really love football? Does he love it? And some guys do, and you're pleasantly surprised. Some guys you can kind of see it maybe, but some guys you don't know, and then
Okay, boys.
it's like, oh damn, this guy doesn't love football as much as I thought he did. Then you're pretty much screwed at that point.
I wonder what he doesn't love about football. Does he not love the work that you have to put in? Does he not love the contact? I wonder, how do you get to this point and your love of football is not, I mean, at least managed. You know what I'm saying? You just can't find something about it.
He might love it. He shies away from contact across the middle.
That's kind of what I was getting.
That's just what I
Because he was so fast in college, he was
kind of an issue.
And then all of a sudden you get to the pros and you realize, oh man, these dudes, these dudes are sticking. And you're just like, oh, this is
Like,
That's got you got to be. You either got to be able to run or you got to be tough. You know what I mean? It's like
I knew right when I figured out that I don't love contact. That meant I don't love football. I love to watch football.
Yeah, right.
I love to hear your crap picks, but I do not want anybody hitting me over the middle.
Well, I say it all the time. I mean, obviously the game is different than it was, even 15, 20 years ago, and especially back in the day. But to me, you still have to love either hitting people or you have to be at a minimum okay with getting hit for you to play professional football. I just don't think that's something you can be like, I'll deal with it when it happens. No, man, it's going to happen, and it's going to happen repeatedly. And if you don't like it, you're not going to be willing to put in the work you need to put in so you can deal with the fact that you're going to get touched up, a couple, 3 times a game. You got to put in the work in the gym. You got to put in the work, all that stuff. And if you just don't like contact, I don't care who you are, you can't play. You just cannot play. Well, now, can't do it. Can't do it. Can't live with them. Can't win with them. Can't do it. Can't do it. Let's get the hell out of here. What do you got going on?